Hello folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another JetBlue tour that we're doing today. This is leg number 5, I believe. We are off to Salt Lake City. We're currently sitting in Orlando. You can watch back the previous videos if you wish. There'll be a tag or card in the top right hand corner. And today we are in the same old livery for November 580 Juliet Bravo FSLabs A320 in the fantastic JetBlue. I think this aircraft's called Mo Better Blue. It's actually looking fantastic in this JetBlue livery, and we've got a hefty flight today. I think this is the longest flight on the in the tour. It's about four and a half hours, something like that. We're basically flying from one side of America to the other, basically. So this is effectively now where we'll start our sort of West Coast side of the tour. So we're going to be landing in Salt Lake City, then we've got a trip to Los Angeles, Vegas, and then as we head then back towards New York, where then we cross that back across the pond to London Gatwick, return. That'll be the end of part of the tour. So we're about halfway through. We've got 12 legs in total. This is leg number 5, so we're just about halfway through. So without further ado, we're going to jump inside the cockpit. We're flying real time today. It's absolutely fantastic outside here in Orlando. It's currently 16 degrees. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's looking absolutely amazing. So let's jump inside the flight deck now and get everything configured and get ourselves out of here. So we're in the flight deck. Passengers are coming on board as we speak. And like I just mentioned, we do have 4 hours, 4.5 hours, I think, initial flight time today. We've got, if I look at the flight request or the ACARS, it's 4 hours 32 minutes of flight time. So we've got a hefty flight ahead of us. So we've got plenty of time. So we'll request the winds, and we have cost index of 50, and we're cruising at flight level 340 today, and we're JetBlue 801. Block fuels, so we've got 330,000 pounds of fuel. I believe that is yeah, what we've got, 330,000 pounds of fuel today, which is a hefty amount of fuel. And we've got a zero fuel weight of 136,800, and that can go in there like so. Nope, that didn't work. We'll do that again. I put it in the wrong box, that's why. 136.8. I done it wrong again. Press 1 twice. 136.8. There we go. Fine. Third time of asking. Right, we'll come over to the flight plan then. So Navigraph, or let's just check the. So the winds are calm. We'll take off on runway 36 right. We'll just double check the charts to see if that is the best for us in terms of our departure. We're not on PackSim, so it doesn't really matter as such what we're doing today. 36 right, yeah, that'd be perfect. So 36 right for our departure. And then we are then on the Lourdes 2 departure. Lourdes 2, there we go. With the Remes transition. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we can start the RSs. Fuel pumps can come on. We've got fuel in the aircraft. On and auto on the signs, and the beacon can go on. Let's just see what the state of play is in terms of loading our bags. So something is happening. I believe we're expecting something in a minute. So yeah, in terms of this airport, this is the taxi to gate Orlando for P3Dv5. I think there was a fix for. I'm not sure if there was an exclude for P3Dv5, but it doesn't. It's not the greatest scenery, but it nevertheless looks. You know, it's better than default, I should say. That's the main thing. But yeah, we're just still waiting for the last of our bags to be boarded. So check back with us in a few minutes once everything's boarded, and then we can run through the before start checklists and get ourselves out of here. Right, cool. So bags are just coming on board. There we go. You can see the luggage being loaded onto the aircraft. So we'll just do the final parts of the configuration and then run through some checklists. So QNH is 3018. So we'll put the QNH in. 3018. And I've just looked at the charts, and we'll put initial climb of 7,000 feet. That just basically gives us enough. We need to be 7,000 at Blossom. There are some other restrictions, so 3,000 at ears, hand, and left eye. Lefty. That's a meme. And then Blossom at 7,000, and then that basically then we'll just ascend, climb up to our cruise level of 340. As passengers are boarding, we will start the APU, get that switched on, and then we got we'll turn Pack 2 on. For departure, not really sure what their ops are for JetBlue, but we'll roll with that. And then suppose what we'll do is we'll just leave this on the performance page. We can get most of this filled in actually. So we're 36 right for departure. It's currently 0, so the winds are very calm, and it's 16 degrees outside, and QNH of 30.18. And that is our passengers and baggage all loaded. So then we can just go over to here. Takeoff weight of 170,000 pounds and a Mach takeoff, Mach TOW of 31.5. So we'll send that off, and we'll leave that on there and come over to Atsu, and then receive messages and wait for that to come in. And then we'll make sure, in fact we'll just get that onto on. We'll go to TA on there, and then that is pretty much us then ready to go for our first checklist, which is the before start checklist then. So cockpit preparation has been completed. Barrel reference is set 3015, cross check 1 and 2, and we'll just do it on number 3 as well. ACARS has been initialised. Parking brake is on. Fuel on board is currently 336,000 pounds of fuel. We don't have performance yet, so we can pause there until we do have our performance. Pretty sure we are now running on APU power, so we can disconnect the ground power as we no longer require that. Apparently the parking brake wasn't set, so we didn't check that on our checklist, so that was a bit silly, but the parking brake is now set. We'll go over to our received messages. Have we had a performance? Yes, we have. So V1 is 153, 155 and 156. We're flap 1 down 0.7 and 51 on our flex temp, and a TORA of 3659. And then we got signs on an auto. Beacon is on ATC on. Nose wheel steering is as required, so it's not set at the moment. Windows and doors are closed, and the flight deck door is locked. And that is the before start checklist. So we are now ready to go. We can now request pushback and departure. Do I request pushback? Yes, I do. Simple pushback for us. If we want to go nose to the right, that should be fine. That should take us over that side, and then that that be perfect for us for our taxi. So we're looking at Bravo 5 onto Bravo, and then basically Bravo 10 is the entry point to 36 right. So really simple taxi today. Really simple. There's the jetway coming away. What we'll do is we'll just do a straight pushback.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, so we will start number 1. Right, we've got a good start on number 2, starting engine number 1.
Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Cool, right, so after start checklist then, ground crew has been seen, we're all good. Anti-ice not required. Flaps 1. APU can be switched off now, not required for us today. Y electric pump, not required. And ECAM status is checked, no blue. That is the after start checklist complete then.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So, like I say, really simple taxi for us. You need to head down Bravo and then to Bravo 10.
front of you or in an overhead bin. They may not be stowed in seat back pockets.
It's Bravo 4 this here, so we want to do a left turn. And I think it's probably best if we follow this down to the left here. And then carry on, I believe, if I carry on straight down, not turn first left there, because I believe that is Charlie, and then if I follow it on further down here, and that should be Bravo. correct. So this is Bravo here. And then we'll follow this all the way down to the bottom.
Are we ready for departure?
Probably could have taken an intersection departure actually, with the runway being quite long, but we'll go down to Bravo. We can't really do anything other than a Bravo 9 anyway, so at that stage you might as well just continue and do falling. Right, as we're taxiing now, we're pretty close to where we need to be, so we'll start up, but we'll run through the before takeoff checklist then. So flight controls, we'll just do a quick test. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. We know the rudder's working. TCAS can go to TARA. Like so, just off the centre line. So load sheet has been acknowledged. We can run through the trims. So the trims should be down 0.7. 0.7 is there, perfect. And we got departure briefing has been confirmed. Takeoff data is 153, 155 and 156. Flaps is config 1 and ECAM memo is takeoff no blue, and that is the before the line checklist. So what we will do is we will do a Bravo 9 intersection departure.
Flyby Hub. Just type www.flyby.com into seats for takeoff, please.
Cool, landing lights can go on.
Hi, it's Brian. That's the cabin secure for takeoff.
Cheers, Brian.
Thanks.
Brian is a happy soul. Okay, so to the line checklist then. So takeoff runway is 36 right. Cabin crew signal has been given. We just heard Brian, and pack 1 is off. And that is that before takeoff checklist complete. And we'll line up then. That is so bright, that runway. Okay. Hold it there. We'll start the clock. Disconnect the tiller. Oops, I said disconnect the tiller. Double press the button there. And then I'm happy. Been given clearance to take off. We'll set some thrust. Manflex, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. We're rolling. We'll try and keep it on the centre line rather than showing pictures of wing views. V1, rotate. That's a good rate. Gears going up. Speed check flaps up. AP2. Thrust climb. Pack on, off, on. We'll take some lights off. There we go. We've got Orlando down to our left. Hopefully we can see Mickey Mouse and say goodbye to him for one last time. And then we're going to climb out. Ground spoilers can go in. And then we can set our cruise to 340, I believe. Open climb. 340. After takeoff checklist then. So landing gear is up. ECAM status is checked. We're perfect. And once we get to 10,000 feet, we'll put our standard pressures in. And that is the after takeoff checklist complete. There we go then, folks. We are now well on our way. We've got a 4-hour journey in front of us, or ahead of us. We're off to Salt Lake City, where we'll continue our JetBlue tour, but we'll be flying more west coast of the Americas. What we'll see now as we climb out over the fantastic Orlando is just do some cinematic shots. And the next time you speak to me, we'll be on our descent into Salt Lake City. So I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Hello folks, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the cinematic shots. We are now descending into Salt Lake City. So we've done around about 4.5 hours flight time right now, and we are on our final descent. We will run through our descent checklist in a minute, and I'll run through sort of the approach phase and where we'll what transition and what flight level we need to be at, etc. So yeah, down on the ground it looks relatively nice. I think weather down on the ground in Salt Lake City today is currently, as it says, -1, so it's very, very cold down on the ground, so we're probably going to need some anti-ice, I would have thought, down on the ground. So actually no, we'll probably put that on now actually, so whilst we remember. So we'll stick some anti-ice on, and it's time for some landing lights, and then we can run through our sort of our approach. So today we are on 16 left, so we're landing 16 left today, and we are on, if I look at the flight plan, we are on the Lee Hotel Yankee 5 arrival with the helper transition. So that is all programmed in. Runway length for us today is pretty decent. We could have landed on 17 or 16 right, but 16 left seemed to probably be the best bet. Not really sure where JetBlue park here at Salt Lake, but we'll double check that as we're a bit closer or when we're parking up. So hopefully I've got the right approach. We should be all good. In terms of our actual arrival, the airport is down to our right now. Obviously we're stuck in the clouds, but yeah, we're doing a nice approach, so we'll go out, sort of come back round. We can set auto brake as low. We don't need to worry about the runway length is pretty huge, so we're pretty good. We just, I'll say, plus gone through 10,000, so we'll flight level 100. So we'll put on the landing lights. We've got a threshold of 6,000 feet for 16 left, and we've got radio. We've got a Cat 2 arrival and its decision height, or radio of 108. So we've programmed all that already in, and like I say, the threshold is 6,000 for our glide. So that's obviously programmed in, ready to go for when we do need it. So yeah, QNH 3017. So it's that's already in, as we've already passed through the transition level, and that's pretty much it. To be honest with you, we are pretty good to go. We've got a few miles to go. We've got around about, what we're saying in terms of time wise, it's not flying real time, but we've got about 12 minutes till touchdown, I would say, something along those lines. So we're going to go out, back round, and then join our final approach onto 16 left. So I'll time lapse this bit, and see you in a second when we're on our localizer and the glide. There we go then folks, we are pretty close now to our approach, so we'll probably run through the approach phase in a very few seconds, and then be ready for landing. So yeah, if you like the content so far, guys, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and obviously don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and more importantly, please don't forget to like the video, as obviously liking the video really helps the algorithm grow and obviously push that out to more people, and in turn obviously that entices me to make more videos. So yeah, if you could really smash that like button if you are enjoying it, and do leave a comment down below if there's any flights you want me to do, or any feedback you want to give me. 100% take all feedback, positive and obviously some negative ones. So feel free to sort of let me know how it's going, and yeah, we can sort of roll from there. So we'll run through now the approach checklist as we've armed the approach phase. So approach checklist and ECAM status is checked. Approach briefing has confirmed, so we're 16 left today for arrival. Minimus is set radio 108. I think it was 108. Yep, 108. Approach phase is active and QNH is set is 3017. And that is the approach checklist complete. So we'll take flaps 1. We're below the glide, which is perfect, so we haven't got to worry about any of that. 4.5 hours so far, so yeah, we've a pretty hefty flight today. Obviously gone from one side of the States right away across to the other side, so it's been a hefty haul for us today. But that's another job done. It's another flight ticked off. I think the next leg is, if I'm correct, it's Salt Lake City to Las Vegas. Not Las Vegas, sorry, LA, and then it's on from LA to Las Vegas. So yeah, we've got some more West Coast flights for you on the channel, which is awesome. So we'll go flaps 2 now, and that is glide slope and localizer have been established. So approach, sorry, not approach, missed approach briefing is as follows. So climb to maintain 4,800 feet. And then climb to 100 inbound FFU VOR, and then hold, and then we'll basically go round and start again. So we'll set the go around altitude at flight level 100 or 10,000. Very long, quite high up glides. This one's pretty cool. So it goes flaps 3. We've got 10 miles to run, so we'll stay at flaps 3 for a little bit, and then we'll gear down flaps 4 after that. Runway is in sight. You can see the different runways. How many runways do they have
2,500.
Salt Lake City. They got what? So I can see 17, which is off to our right. Obviously 16 is straight down the middle where we are, and obviously then 16 right is over to our left-hand side. So you see 16 is directly ahead of us. You've got 17 and then 16 right over there. You do have like 1435, which is like that one there. And that's a really short runway. So I'll arm the speed brake. We need to put the landing, the seatbelt signs on. That was a bit of a late call. We probably don't need anti-ice actually now. Probably all good for that. It's pretty open here. We're below the clouds, so that should be fine. Right, so we'll go gear down then, and then we'll go flaps full. Get ourselves nicely configured, nice and early. So stand today is 18. We want to look for stand 18 today. Let's put that in so I remember. Cool, right, so landing checklist then. So auto brake is low, and we have ECAM mainment check to landing no blue. So that is the landing checklist.
500.
Right, manual control. High aircraft.
300. 100 above.
Still got the center line.
Minimum
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Reverses. Knots on your brakes. Bit too late for a readout, so we'll vacate here. That's a bit of a high speed vacate, but we're all good. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are down in Salt Lake. That was a bit of an anti. That was all a bit very quickly, wasn't it? That is us down. So right, cool. We can check now for our taxi. So what did I say? It was 18 for where we needed to go. So just hold it on the brakes there. Okay, so we can't. Maybe it was interesting. So we will just go 103. See if we can find another gate. Hang on one sec. Let's look for change gate. Next page. No. Now we're just going to check the flight plan and what stand it, what gate it was on. Let's just check our charts. So most likely place it will be is okay, it was on concourse A is where we need to be. Sorry, concourse B. So Bravo 18 is what we're actually after. Bravo, so change. Close. Right. Bravo 18 is where we want to be. Right, finally we have a working plan. Okay, so we want to vacate where we are now and then head to the other side of the airport basically. So we'll start clearing up the aircraft. Landing lights can come off. APU can be started. Like so. Did I put that in? No, I didn't. We want to head this way. Basically, we want to head directly straight now from where we are, which... Right, a bit clearer. So after landing checklist ends, so exterior lights are set, flaps are 0, spoilers are disarmed, APU is coming on, weather radar is next to go off. I've already done that, perfect. And TCAS can go on to standby, and I'll do that in 1 second. Performance here isn't the best, that is what I'll say. Is not the best. So TCAS can go standby. And that is the after landing checklist complete. Okay, so concourse B should be straight directly ahead of us. He says, I think we have to go up and round. Unless these are delta stands. Yeah, these could be delta stands. I could have made a mistake here. Yes, these are delta stands. Okay, my mistake. So apologies, everyone. This is delta 8 that we want. So we'll just come over to GSX again and change this one more time. We want delta. There we go. Delta 8 is what we want. I hope. There we go. Perfect. We have that. We got there in the end. That is where we want to go. Delta 8. Here we go. A bit more. That'll do. Bang on the marks there. GSX doesn't know what it's talking about. Parking brake is on, so we just do the parking checklist then. So parking set. Engines can go to the off position. Sliders off beacon can go to the off. Seatbelt signs can go off. Fuel pumps can go off. ATC can go to standby. And that is the after parking checklist complete, ladies and gentlemen. And that is us done for one more flight. So let's just check the flight out. So we'll stop recording, submit that to OneWorld. That's all good. We can review the flight on Volanta quickly. So we'll go to the flight plan. In the flight, I was the 8th person to land here today. We can look at the landing. Minus 280. That's probably been the best so far on the series. And we are pretty close, bang on the centre line as well. So yeah, well, I'll take that. That's probably the best one. That is definitely worth 10 thumbs up on the video. So if you are at this point, do give a thumbs up on the video, because that has been our best landing rate so far in this series. So cool. Just as JetBlue 801 is people are departing or deboarding and off to wherever they need to be going, we say goodbye in this episode. Next episode we are flying out of here, out of Salt Lake City, and we're off to Los Angeles. So if you like the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. I've been Toga Virtual. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.